Okay, we have a printout in today's lesson of 12 guitar chords, and I'm going to run through all of them right now. Okay, so take this as far as you want to. Okay, you want to do the whole video or just a little piece of it, or just keep coming back to it when you're ready. Okay, so I've said it before, I believe you should master these first four chords, the E minor, the G, the D, and the C, okay? And seek out songs that have these chords in them, okay? And try to play along with them. The best way to get better at guitar is just by playing songs, maybe playing with other people if you're fortunate enough to have some guitar player friends. It's the best way to do it, okay? So there's a lot of chords here, but I'm gonna give them to you so you have them, okay? And we can play them together in this video. Good way to practice them. All right, so they're in a bit of a specific order. A lot of times you're going to find we have anchor fingers that we can leave down as we go to the next chord. Okay, and some chord shapes you will see are very similar to each other. All right, so let's start off with our E minor. Okay, we're right here. We've done this before. Strum through all six. Check every note. You can look at my hand or you can look at your printout. Here's our E minor. Good. We're going to go on to the G now. So first finger can stay right there. And we place our other fingers where they need to be for the G. There's our G chord. Be very careful and deliberate in your picking. Okay, this is good chord practice. Trying to get everything clean. Let's go on to the D chord. You're going to see that your third finger can stay put. You know all the stuff by now, but there's your D chord. Strum from the D down only. Good. Let's play a C. You can build this any way you like. You can start with this finger and then add them, or you can do that little trick I showed you of freezing your fingers into position, drop them all into place. It'd be a good idea if you can do that, if you can just drop in that C. Okay, let's try this one. We have the X on the low E string so that we don't play it. Nice. Okay, new chord for us, A minor. We have two fingers that don't have to move. Finger 1 and finger 2. So not only do these two chords have fingers in common, they have notes in common. A lot of songs you will see C and A minor paired up. Okay, let's go with that A minor. Let's try it out. So A minor, no E string. Good. Okay, check out the next chord, E major. We did this in Malagueña. It's the same formation. We just jump our fingers over. Okay, these two chords sound really good together. A minor, E major. You can practice just shifting between these two. Okay, there's our E. B7. This one's a little tricky. Leave your second finger down. First finger comes over to D1. What note is that? Can you tell me what note that is? First fret of the D string. It's either a D sharp or an E flat. Okay, we call it a D sharp. If you look on your sheet at the bottom of each chord diagram, I've given you the names of these notes. Okay, so if you want to study them, they're there for you. Okay, so we've got B2, D1. What does that sound like? Little Johnny Cash for you? Recognize it? Okay, anyway. B7. All four fingers for this one. This one takes some work. Try it with me. Skip over the E string, come on down. Hard to see my fingers on this one, but I think you got it. Good. Shake that off a little bit. A lot of chords here. If you can master these 12 chords, if you know your fretboard, if you know how to use a capo, yeah, I mean, you can just have a whole career in music if you just if you got a little bit of talent, right? Write some good songs. Okay, let's go on to the next chord. We have an F. Now this is how I like to build an F. The F chord scares a lot of people. In many books, they'll teach this as a little like bar chord like this, or even as a full bar chord. This is like, we'll tackle these, you know, another time. Bar chords are just, they take a lot of hand strength, okay? So I give you the F chord like this, with 4 fingers. You're not going to play the outer edges. You're not going to play the E strings. Try your best to avoid them because they sound kind of strange if you have them in there, okay? So really try to avoid them the best you can. But this is how you make an F chord. You're going to have finger 3 on fret 3 of the A, and your pinky on D3, second finger on G2, and your first finger on B1. Here's your F chord. This one gets paired up a lot with C major. So how I like to practice my F chord is to play the F and then go to C. F, that's the big church organ singing Amen. Okay, comes up in a lot of different tunes as well. F to C. Okay, how we doing? Shake it off if you need to, stop if you need to. We've got one more row to go. D minor, you have open D. Fret 2 of the G string. Fret 3 of the B. And fret 1 of the high E. D minor. Let's try this one. Little Sultans of Swing. Mark Knopfler, anybody? D minor chord, just like that. I sometimes play this with my pinky here. Maybe you like that too. All of these fingerings in these chord diagrams are suggestions. It's always good to play things in different ways. So there's your D minor. Good. Same thing with the D major chord, right? We're playing from the D string down. And if you really look, there's only one note different between the D minor and the D major. Okay, moving on. A major. This one's so squishy. All of the notes are squished into fret 2, okay? My dad plays it like this, and I play it like that, and a lot of rock guys play it like that. Rock guys and gals, okay? Because you can see that all these notes are just on these middle strings. But we're going to play it like this in this strange formation. There's a good reason for it. Actually start with finger 1. Start with finger number 1 on G2, and then squeeze in finger 3 on fret 2 of the B string, and then try to get finger 2 on fret 2 of the D string. Feels weird, looks weird, but if you do it in this formation, there are benefits. For one, when you strum all the way through, I believe you have a better chance of getting that high E string to ring out clear. Okay? And A major is often paired up with E major. So when you go to your E major chord, you can just slide that first finger back and come into E. See that? E major up to A. Similarly, if you're going from A major to D major, that first finger stays put, drop into D major. Okay, really, really handy. Some songs you have to change between chords like super fast. Okay, you want to play some Buddy Holly. Right, go back and forth between E and A. Between A and D. This funky little formation will help you with that. Okay, we're almost there. We have a C add 9. What does that mean, C add 9? All right, I got to sneak in a little bit of theory for you. We talked about the C major scale. Okay, and we learned that those notes get numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we continue on, we get 9. This chord is a C chord with an added 9th. Okay, and when we play this chord, it looks a heck of a lot like a G chord, doesn't it? Play a G chord, go to a C add 9. These pair up very, very nicely. G chord and C add 9. Nice. Last one, D7. Okay, I mentioned this in the blues lesson. Looks like an upside down D major. Okay, I just had to throw this one in there because sometimes this is one of the first chords we'll learn. And we get it in that whole little blues thingy we did. Okay, so this is a good shape to know. There's your D7, and you've made it through the whole page. Fantastic job. Continue to work these out and seek out some songs, okay? Nice.